fun, games, and robots the size of small children. The guys behind Super #1 Robot bring us a little Christmas in August. Plus, if you think Mario should have duck feet and wear a beer cooler on his head, you've been reading my dream diary. You'd also be into ROM hacking. And finally, the X Games are synchronized swimming compared to New York's underground bike messenger races. See why. Now, there can be only one Attack of the Show.
Pick up on this.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special Thursday edition of Attack of the Show. I'm joined by guest host Jeff Gersman from GameSpot.com.
That's me.
How you doing?
I'm doing great, Kevin. How you doing?
Doing very well. What's new on the old GameSpot today?
Well, let's see. We just had a big event from Konami where they showed off some of their new games. We have stuff from that up, as well as preview coverage of X-Men Legends 2.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Big day for the GameSpot.
There's a whole lot going on.
On this show, there's a whole lot going on, too, as well,
You
Jeff.
got that right.
And we're going to start it off by checking in with Sarah and Brendan on our lovely couch.
We don't have a whole lot going on.
No?
But,
I have a whole lot going on.
I don't know.
what do you
both
have
got
going
it
on?
going on.
I have a lot
Whoa.
of things.
Whoa.
going on.
A turquoise shirt for start.
Anything else aside from the wardrobe today?
No. New shoes.
Hey.
Also got them going on.
Look at
Very
those.
nice.
Look at those. What do we have here? Gonna
Those
play
are
some
Nikes.
some b-ball.
I'm going to
later?
hoop
Gonna hoop.
a little later.
Hoop it up with the boys.
I run a clinic after work. Yeah, it's for disadvantaged children.
Oh, it's very nice.
I'm meanwhile working on my damn good website. It's very helpful.
Can't wait to see it. Hope it'll be ready.
It's ready.
Oh, okay.
It's ready now.
It's
You
already
wanna see it
ready
now?
already.
Done.
Yeah.
Done. All right. You mentioned that you work for the GameSpot.
That's right. GameSpot.com.
Now,
That's on the internet.
do they have anything TV related? Do they do any shows?
We do a weekly live show.
What were the odds, Jeff? What time is your live show on?
It's Thursdays at 4 o'clock.
Oh, that would be right now-ish.
Right now-ish. Yeah.
Shouldn't you be there?
No, I'm here. I figured I would come down and hang out with you guys, see what this was all about. And do
Well,
all
that's
that
why we decided to bring your buddies to you, Jeff. It's your lucky day.
Oh, they don't know I'm here.
Oh, joining us from the set of On the Spot, it's Ryan. Ryan and Rich. Are you guys there? Hello.
We can see
There we
it.
are. We see ya. How's it going? Do you have a phone on the set by any chance? Because we're talking to you on the phone, not through the old iChat. Ryan? Ryan, are you there? Does Ryan know how to hold the phone?
No,
or-
they don't have telephones.
Oh,
This is the
poor
internet.
guys.
We're beyond telephones now, man.
Do you see all the technology that we have here
Yeah,
making this happen? Hold on.
exactly.
Let's go to him again. Come on, let's see him one more time. Are you guys there? Yeah, exactly.
Hey!
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll fix that in post. What are they talking about on the old show today?
Today they've got all kinds of crazy new exclusive trailers. They're going to be showing off some new Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. They've got Mark Echo's game Getting Up. Yeah, and some new official stuff out of that.
old
Just a
Cialis.
whole lot more exciting video game action.
That sounds great, Jeff, but something they don't have, and I hate to point this out, it's not our show's better than yours kind of thing. It's just, it's a chalice. And really, they don't have custom-made chalices. Have you seen these
don't.
before?
I have seen these. These are wonderful.
Here's the old website, turnyourhead.com. Now, they'll take, if you send them a picture of your profile, they'll make a chalice out of it. It plays on that old optical illusion where, two identical profiles are shown facing each other, yada, yada, so on and so forth. Going to cost you a little over $100. The problem is they're very
not bad.
backlogged. It's going to take like 6 to 8 weeks. And, if you're throwing a chalice party...
Exactly. I've been throwing one this weekend, so I was, okay, well, I'm going to have to go someplace else then, I guess.
That's what we did. We went to a
Okay.
local mill shop, Yield Mills. Brendan had a hookup.
Did you say MILF shop?
Yes, exactly. The finest selection of MILFs available.
I didn't know they had those.
They do.
Wow.
They do. You can get the one with the
What
Dodge
about-
Caravan,
What
too.
about GILFs?
No gilfs. No gilfs. Not
So
no.
there's a market, untapped market there.
No, yeah, sorry. You go for it. So anyway, this was one that we had fashioned of myself. I don't know if you can see it here.
Very
It's
nice.
my chalice.
Yeah, no.
You can pour a tasty beverage.
Suitable for sequins
Up
and the
on
Little
top?
John Pimp cupification thing.
Yeah. So that's the old chalice. Now
And this was my...
I don't think that's yours. Go, let's see it. No, it's not working
No,
at
it's
all.
here. I can...
No, you can keep trying, but it's not. I'm sorry, Jeff. In fact, we're going to put a little challenge out to our viewers at home.
A challenge?
This is not Jeff's adorable mug in a chalice form. We want you to guess the face. This is somebody's face, very famous somebody. Email us at turnyourhead@gmail.com, and whoever gets it in first is going to get the chalice. We'll even autograph it for
Wow, I actually know who it is. Can I enter my
no, you have to host the show. You have to host the show, Jeff. I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry.
All
Nope,
right,
nope.
Fine.
Done.
Fine.
Maybe your miming buddies at On the Spot can throw it in there.
They'll send in.
They're very, very silent when we checked in.
Well, you know, that's the internet for you. It's a very quiet medium.
All right. And then finally, there was another website that came up. This was Energy Fiend. And apparently, caffeine can kill you if you drink too much of it.
That's crazy talk.
Apparently, it's not. It's been documented. It's science, Jeff.
Okay, well, all right. If you say it's science.
It is science.
Okay, I believe you.
It'll kill you. So you pick your poison, you select whatever drink you want. So you would say, okay, like Mountain Dew. I enter my weight. I weigh about $1.45.
That is such a lie.
I'm totally lying. Seriously. Been too many In-N-Out burgers.
Well.
And apparently, it's going to take 179.93 cans of Mountain Dew to put me down.
I find that very difficult to believe.
I do too, because I'm a machine. I can chug hundreds of cans. Doesn't matter how much caffeine.
I also find that very difficult to believe. I would like to see you try. In fact,
what's this?
Throwing it down.
Whoa.
Put 50 bones on the
Playing
line.
a friendly
Oh.
wager.
Wow. All right. Well, what do we got?
I got some people here. They're going to bring something in for you.
Oh, what is this?
Wheel it in, guys. Come on.
It has a horn?
Yeah.
You put a horn on it?
Yeah.
Whoa, it's Steppenflower Claus.
All the root beer you can drink from
the
to kill
city.
you.
Thanks very much, guy. But that's not caffeinated. Root beer's not caffeinated like that.
Oh.
I mean, there's probably a little bit, but not like...
You should drink it anyway,
you should
just
drink
see
it
if you die.
Oh, man. They said it.
Come on.
They said it was going to
Take
be.
one for the
This
team,
doesn't have
Kev.
bite. This one, like, okay, give me the.
I'll tell you what. No, I'll hang on to the $50, and then we'll figure out something that we can do with the root beer, and all
Okay.
will be well.
All right,
Other than me
fine.
drinking it. Awesome. Thank you. Now, Jeff, you've heard the rumors.
I have.
And they're true. It's no, not the itchy burning one. It's
Oh,
it's
okay. All right.
Relationship Call Thursday.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the number is 800-839-7880, and of course you can email us through our web form at attackoftheshow.com/askus, and you can chat with us in our IRC chat room too. Just go to chat.g4tv.com.
A ton of ways to communicate.
Multiple ways. None of them work, actually.
Yeah.
But
Some of them have audio.
we give you the option.
Yeah.
Exactly. But Thursdays aren't just about you and your personal problems. It's also the day that the ancient ones set aside in celebration of the Attack of the Show Verizon Broadband Battle.
Yes.
Little LAN party goodness. Today we're playing Battlefield 2. And joining us is Valerie Penso from Temptation Island. Are you there, Valerie?
Hi.
How's it going over there?
Pretty good.
Are you team killing, driving tanks, or staring at the scoreboard?
I'm killing him over here.
Nice, nice. Hoof away. Good luck, Valerie. We'll check back with you in just a little bit.
Thank you.
All right, now I admire your ability to multitask, but when we come back, I have a second report from QuakeCon, and really, they should give it their full attention.
Totally.
They should.
Of course. I mean, it's QuakeCon.
Can I keep the 50?
No.
Oh.
Attack of the show, baby. Attack.
Sure. You know, there's a lot of chest beating and one-upsmanship going on at QuakeCon, but what about the things that unify rather than divide? Talking, of course, about the exclusive game previews that they dangled before our eager eyes.
With a name like QuakeCon, you might expect this event to be a little bit on the bias side, but as it turns out, it's really just a celebration of all things gaming, from the stuff that you haven't actually had a chance to play yet, to the same game that's been burnt in on your CRT monitor for the last 15 years.
Serious Sam is anything but serious. I mean, it's just totally tongue-in-cheek. It's very retro. It's like kind of Doom 1 style. You have a standard shotgun, you have a minigun. I mean, those are the usual ones. You have a grenade launcher and a rocket launcher. But then we've got this thing called the Klodovik bird, which is a parrot that drops bombs on enemies for you. There's the serious bomb of death, which is this giant bomb that just obliterates everything on screen at once.
As opposed to the lighthearted bomb of death, I
Right,
guess.
exactly.
The big thing we're showing off this year is Quake 4 multiplayer. So what better place than QuakeCon? And this is the first time people have been able to play it. And that includes the press, everybody. You're sort of one of the first guys on the surface of the planet that has taken the war to the Strogg on their own planet. We've modified the physics engine to support vehicles, so you get to man like a hover tank and a big heavy mechanized walker. It's like an action flick all the way through. I mean, you're kicking ass and taking names.
Roaming around the halls of QuakeCon, you might expect to see a zombie or two kind of feasting off the brains of another, maybe drunk on Ball's energy drink. But here in Stubbs, that's the whole point of the game, right? That's what you're trying to do.
Exactly. You E-Brains. You build your zombie army, and they follow you around, and you just wreak havoc on the city.
Well, Enemy Territory, it's a brand new title from id Software, being developed by Splash Damage in the UK, and it's being published by Activision. It is essentially the Strogg invasion that takes place as a prequel to Quake 2 on Earth. So we're talking about the conventional military Earth Defense Force, the humans, fighting against the Strogg with their higher levels of technology. You work together as a team, you pursue military objectives, and as you progress through the map, you follow a specific front line, you gain enemy territory, and you always know where the combat is, and you always know exactly what you're supposed to do next.
Jack Thompson would have a field day here in the QuakeCon land. Aside from all the violent video games, there's something even more disturbing going on. It's happening right back here. Let's go. We're storming in on it. No permission necessary. Sir, is this in fact Spider Solitaire?
Yes, it is.
God, now how popular is Spider Solitaire in the QuakeCon lands?
Not very.
I know we've covered a lot of the tournaments, the BYOC area, the gaming going on there, but we just got the inside tip on the competitive underground tournaments at the QuakeCon 2005. Let's go and see if we can get in on it. This is the guy right here, I've been told.
Hey, shut the camera off.
Oh, no, it's cool.
Turn it off.
Oh, what you for? It's all right. So you're the guy, right? You can get us into the underground stuff, the for money, the cutthroats.
You want to see the real action here?
Yeah,
this is stuff you're not going to see in PC Gamer or on the E channel. You want to get in on it? I'm in a little bit extra.
That's no problem, but we got to be able to film it.
That's all right. Come with me.
Sometimes even we don't know, for what it's worth.
But it's all true.
It is all true. It's all very, very true.
Yeah.
Nice job there, Shaq. So the games. Any particular one you're excited to see?
You know, Stubbs the Zombie is one of those games that looks really promising. Like they're doing a lot of really crazy stuff with it. You know, just zombie games.
There's gastrointestinal grenades that you can chuck out of your own body, which looks sweet.
Exactly.
But Serious Sam 2 is one that, I talked to Jason there a little bit, and I told him that the single greatest thing I've ever heard in my life is 16-player co-op.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, are they saying they're going to be able to do that online or not?
That's the hope. Yeah, that's the hope. Who gets 16 machines together anymore?
Well,
no one really does. At QuakeCon, yes.
But those people are crazy.
They're crazy.
Yeah.
Kids love the LAN.
Definitely.
And we love them.
Mm-hmm.
You can run, but you can't hide. After the break, our LAN party will hunt you to the ends of the earth. And we get attacked, for a change, by giant robots from Japan. Face it, if you want giant robots, you go to Japan or you go nowhere. And no one knows that better than the guys behind Super #1 Robot. Joining me is photographer Tim Briscoe and co-author Robert Duban. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Glad to be here.
First of all, let's settle a little debate that we've been having. What is the better Voltron?
Oh, you got to go with the Lion Voltron. The vehicle's got no game.
Yeah, Lion Voltron all the way, man.
Cue angry forum posts right now. You're going to get hate mail.
I
want you to know that. But that's okay. Now we're talking about these robots here. Fascinating stuff from the 70s to the 80s. You guys chronicled everything that is Japanese robots. Why in particular Japanese robots? I know there was a great line that the Portuguese, released, and North America was huge. But why the Japanese ones?
Well, Japanese robots are just the best. I mean, you can kind of take a look for yourself, but, between the eras the book has run from 72 to 82, they were just robot crazy in Japan. So, producing a lot of stuff, and it's just, it's great, it's like little artworks now,
Right.
There's such a varied barrage of aesthetics going at play here. I mean, you've got crazy, wacky, super robots that are all shiny and curved. Most of this stuff is made out of die-cast metal. Some of it's vinyl, and some of it is made out of plastic, but basically you've got all these hardcore primary colors, you've got all these sharp pointy bits, launching fists, launching missiles. I mean, what could be cooler than that?
Visual barrage.
Yeah, and you said that some of them are like die cast and harsh metal. Others are like, I think you called this one a dog's chew toy.
Yes,
or a dog's
yes, indeed. Minus the squeaker, but if you want, you can cut it up and put your own squeaker.
Easily modded, not a problem. We'll get right on that hack. Yeah, now where are these robots from? Are they all original creations, or are these plucked from comic books and movies?
They're all from TV shows. Yeah, mostly animated, but some live action. But yeah, they're all characters based on TV shows throughout the 70s and early 80s.
I want to get back to the book because I think when I think pictures of robotic toys, you know, from childhoods, I imagine they're going to be buried in sandboxes, or you're going to have little kids playing with them and Photoshop some lasers. But you've actually taken a much different approach and sort of treated them like individual art pieces. Was that intentional?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, basically, I wanted to give them a very austere treatment. I wanted to present them more like they were art objects that maybe you'd see in a museum catalog or something like that. Very intimate relationship and an intimate setting with the toys, making them sort of larger than life, sort of rendered in really beautiful light.
Kind of reverential quality almost, you know?
Yeah, and you don't have to be, and because of that approach, you don't have to be a collector to necessarily appreciate everything there is in this book, right?
No, absolutely not. I mean, I think that's just it. We're kind of aiming at people who might not necessarily even be familiar with the characters at all, that just think, well, these are cool, you know, because they're so striking.
Our audience is already like, oh, shiny distracted. Boom, they're there. They don't even know you guys are on the couch right now.
You know, the shoe-in group is like the collector community. They know we're doing the book. You know, we have ins with them. So all those guys already have the book. What we're really interested in is getting the word out to people who are kind of on the fringe of the design community and art community, who might have some interest in the visual aesthetics of the pieces, but maybe not necessarily them as toys or as collectible items.
Now, are these, you know, there are collectors out there for them. Are these enjoying, you know, popularity still in Japan amongst like the kids and whatnot, or has that kind of petered off in the
yes and no. I mean, the thing is, it's I think kids now in Japan are actually more prone to be into video games versus toys. You know, the toys have sort of all kind of petered out a bit. I mean, you know, the kids are into Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon and whatnot, but I think, you know, but
those Power Rangers, come on, they did. No?
Yeah, well, you know, got a bunch of guys in spandex suits running around and giant robots. You can't go wrong. But unless you're 5 years old, I think the appeal is somewhat lost on you.
Right. Now, do you guys have a particular favorite? Do any of these stand the test of time for you?
Yeah, personally, I'm very partial to this guy right here. This is the Mecha Kong. He's he's on the cover of the book, as a matter of fact, and you know, he's got a really wacky vibe. He's got all kinds of sharp, pointy bits.
What are these here?
Those are the launching nipple blades of doom.
Yes.
One click flick on the back. I mean, be sure where you point that. But
I will stay away from the projectile nipples. But I approve. And where's this guy from? What year?
That one is from '78.
Yeah, something like that.
78.
Some very dated stuff. That's awesome.
And in fact, I'm sorry, the gentleman who wrote the afterword for the book is actually the creator of that particular piece.
Right. We're able to hook up with Saburo Ishizuki, is the president of a company that made that toy way back when. So
it's amazing stuff. I got to congratulate you on the book. I mean, we're all big fans around the office, so hopefully the viewers out there will go pick it up and slap it on the coffee table.
We hope so too.
Thanks so much.
Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank
really
you.
Appreciate it. For more info, visit super1robot.com and you'll get all the goods you need. Now stick around because the feed is coming with a vengeance. Plus, Brendan's going to bring you the action from the LAN party with a vengeance as well.
Welcome back to the show. And right now, it's looking good that Sarah's going to have a damn good website for you, but that's touch and go sometimes. Plus, someone around here is going to show you how to hack a ROM. And don't look at me. And tomorrow, our Boost mobile band is Czar. So there's that. But before all that nonsense, it's the Verizon Broadband Battle. And today, we're joined by... Stupid graphic. The game is Battlefield 2, and we're joined by the lovely Valerie Pencil.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us, Valerie.
Thanks for having me.
How's the gaming?
Oh, it's great. I'm killing them.
Yeah?
No.
I don't believe that.
No, I'm not. I'm just learning how to maneuver.
Okay. Valerie, you're, dare I say, a reality TV star. Been in such fare as Temptation Island, and now it's Bravo's Battle of the Reality
The network reality stars.
Do you have to wear like tight-fitting shirts and like run through hoops and like obstacle courses and like that?
Yeah.
Really?
Wet t-shirts and bikinis.
What's it like in the reality TV world? Are people, I mean, what are they like, really?
They're not real.
Yeah?
Not at all.
That's kind of strange. It's kind of like working here.
It's fun, though.
Yeah? You enjoy yourself?
I do.
Okay. Now, you've got a calendar as well, if anyone really is interested in the reality TV stars. Tell me about that.
It is the sexiest men and women of reality TV.
Wait. There's men and women in the calendar?
2 different calendars.
Thank God.
One all men.
That would be tough.
Yeah, I don't think you'd want to look at men.
What month are you?
I think I'm June.
Yeah?
Centerfold.
Oh, there you are right there. Something wrong with your bikini bottom? Oh, no, wait, no.
That was actually bra and underwear.
Oh, okay. I see. And then, of course, you're moving on with your career. You're doing stuff with MTV.
I am.
Tell me about that.
Casting some TV shows for them, reality TV shows. So if you want to get on, go to my website at popular.
You're casting for it right now?
I am.
Because listen, Valerie, I got to get out of this place. I don't know if you watch the show so much, but they have me doing a lot of the garbage. I'm forced to talk to reality TV stars. No offense or anything like that, but listen, Valerie, I brought a headshot along with me. Maybe you could give this to one of the producers or something like that. But just listen, between you and me, this has got to stop. I need something else, and I'm thinking maybe the reality TV is the avenue for me.
I think you're a little bit too old for what I'm looking for, but thank you.
Be sure to visit Valerie's website, visionsofvalerie.com. Thank you, Valerie, for all exciting news on Valerie. And don't forget to go to the Gamecasting. What is it? RuGamecasting.com for Valerie's new show on MTV2. Anyway, now put on your smart face. Where am I? Because it's time for the feed.
Project has for some time now been an information source for people interested in learning how to run Apple OS X on a PC, but they may be reconsidering their mission after a fellow crack site got served by Apple. A French site called MacBidooie, whom the OS X 86 project credits as being one of the first to run Tiger on a PC, received a cease and desist order from Apple itself. The letter demanded that they remove all video showing OS X running on non-Apple certified computers. Despite the threat of increased legal aggressiveness on the horizon, the OS X 86 project vows to carry on, saying they are merely a forum for people interested in finding out about hacks like this, thereby narrowly skirting the DMCA regulations. Will Apple buy it? Don't know. Once their lawyers smell blood in the water, you can't just ask them to turn back. Not how it works with Apple. Now, hey, if you want to play video games at school, and who doesn't, but you aren't convinced that you have enough pink polo shirts in your closet to attend Westwood College, and who does, you may have some options. All you have to do is transfer to a school in the UK. That's right. The National Endowment for Science, Technology, and the Arts, or NESTA, has teamed up with video game manufacturer Electronic Arts to conduct trials that'll determine whether or not games can be used as educational tools. So, homework may someday include 2 chapters of Oliver Twist and some square root exercises and at least 1 campaign and Medal of Honor. A representative from Nesta was quoted as saying that video games help develop skills necessary for the future, such as problem solving and resilience and persistence and collaboration. Also, zombie killing and giant mech piloting and nuclear holocaust survival, those will also be absolutely necessary. Now, at the rate the 4th Indiana Jones movie is progressing, we can look forward to watching a mineshaft chase scene involving a 98-year-old Harrison Ford on a motorized scooter. Yeah. And yet they insist that it's going to happen. Ain't It Cool News pointed to an interview Steven Spielberg's wife, and of course Temple of Doom screamer Kate Capshaw, gave People magazine, where she claims that her character, Willie Scott, will appear in Part 4, alongside Karen Allen's Marion Ravenwood and Callista Flockhart. Apparently, yes. Harrison Ford's walking midlife crisis may be up for an unspecified role. Now, Indy fans are already abuzz. I bet she plays the reincarnated corpse of that Nazi dude from Part 1. No, man. She's totally going to play the key he uses to open the tomb. Possibilities are endless. Now, and finally, researchers from Cornell University have a plan. They have a plan to save the environment, and it involves lions in our backyard. That's right. The BBC News is reporting that researchers have a plan called Pleistocene Rewilding that will bring big game animals like lions, elephants, cheetahs, and camels to North America. The plan, they say, will help boost the ecosystem and biodiversity, returning the Earth, at least partially, back to the state it existed in when we were all one big happy continent. The North American-based pronghorn, for example, has no natural enemies here and can run up to 60 miles per hour. Evidence scientists point to as proof that it used to run from cheetahs back in the day. Now, all we know is get ready to read stories about shotgun-toting rednecks chasing giraffes off their property on FARC any day now. And that's the feed. Peace.
Peace to you, Sarah.
And in the Middle East as well.
Everywhere, for that matter. Let's just not single out one territory.
Just peace all around.
Yeah. Everywhere.
Worldwide.
Yeah, giraffes in the backyard.
Finally, hunting's going to get real interesting.
I agree with the FARC sentiments. I don't think we can't be trusted with the animals and wildlife we have now What makes us think we'll be able to trust giraffes?
I mean,
and
if I can go
elephants?
hunt elephants and not have to go to Africa, you know, that's like a boost to me, right?
Are you the reason Cabela's Big Game Hunter sells every year? Like, are you that guy?
No.
Do you buy 12 copies?
I mean, come on. Why would
give it
anyone
out to your
like
14
a hunting
wives?
video game? It's like a bad first-person shooter with no AI. And
All
it's
right.
like,
just checking. So there's a market for it somewhere, apparently.
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
Morons.
Let's help our friends and family out there in TV land with some relationship advice.
Yeah.
What do you say, Jeff?
Definitely.
All right. I'll let you. I'll ride shoddy on this one. You drive this crazy card. AJ joins us on the phone from Liberty, Indiana. Are you there, AJ?
Yeah, I'm here.
How's it going?
I'm doing good.
Doing very well. Awesome. You have a relationship problem? You need some advice? What's going on?
I just need an icebreaker for a girl I like.
Oh, see, that's easy. You know, I once asked a clown what he used when he was trying to hook up with some ladies, and he gave me this bit of advice. He just says, "I think you and me should start dating." I've tried this. Hasn't worked once.
Yeah,
but,
where's the $50?
I'm gonna keep trying it.
Where's the $50 bill you have? I think that's going to be more effective at that point.
Yeah, well, yeah. That's why I carry big bills.
Good.
Ladies like big bills, so you know, there's another icebreaker for you.
All right, Jared joins us on the phone. Are you there, Jared?
Yeah, right here.
How's it going?
Good.
All right. Do you have an icebreaker for the ladies? Is there something you use?
I just don't talk to them. Just play video games. Just don't think about it.
You just kind of stare at them awkwardly from like 100 yards away and pet yourself?
That's what I do, too.
You have a question for us?
Yeah. The question is, how can I get one of the ladies in a LAN party?
Ooh. Well, what LAN party are you going to where they're actual women? Let's start there. What games are they playing?
I think Unreal Tournament 2004.
Wow.
That's pretty advanced. You know,
Yeah,
you're
they're
going to
pretty
want
hardcore.
to, you know, make sure you're smelling right. You know, get going with some scent.
Should I try to give them some of the balls?
Definitely. They love the energy drink.
Yeah, they want to be, you know, definitely. I mean, you want to keep these ladies up all night, really, and I think energy drinks are probably the best way to do that.
Perfect thing.
Yeah,
you know.
Totally.
Steven joins us on the phone from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Are you there, Steven?
Yeah, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Great. Hanging out, making some television.
Yeah.
It's a daily thing. Yourself?
I'm doing pretty good, actually.
Awesome. Cool. Awesome. You got a question for us?
Yeah, there's this girl I've liked for the past, year or so, and I just can't seem to get her attention.
All right.
Streaking?
I mean, I tried several times. I mean, I've showed her my bug collection, my Pokemon cards, and nothing seems to work.
See, that's the problem.
You might want to change to like a different collectible card game.
Yu-Gi-Oh is very popular with the ladies.
Is very big.
I'd go with that, and I'd invest in some micro machines as well.
Yes. Very smooth.
I find that
Very
with the miniatures, it sets them up, and then when sense of scale kicks in, all of a sudden you look like a titan.
Whoa!
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Huh? Try it. Try it. Ask your parents for an early allowance. All right. What do hardcore bike messengers and slightly meek core ROM hackers have in common?
Absolutely nothing.
Well, they have our show in common.
Oh, all right then. Cool.
You'll see. You'll see when we come back.
The Feed is brought to you by the U.S. Navy. Navy, accelerate your life.
Don't just settle for the levels Nintendo gives you. Get in there and put a little of yourself into these ROMs. Not literally.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah, not literally, because you could chafe. You'll mess up the cartridge.
Yeah,
blowing on it won't fix it.
Definitely not.
Or the
Definitely
cartridge.
not.
It doesn't work.
All right.
So we're going to talk about ROM hacking. It's a way to make the ROM a little bit more yours.
Wow.
Yeah, you know about ROM
I
hacking.
know about
Come
ROM
on
hacking.
now,
Yeah,
you know
totally.
this stuff. It's a great way to you can play these games were never meant for modification. So you have to hack into it, essentially.
That sounds quasi-legal at best, my friend.
It's entirely legal, pending you own the ROM and you've dumped the ROM yourself, which I'm sure everybody at home has the tools.
I mean, that's what we
necessary to
did
do that.
here. So,
exactly what we did here with the little game called Mario.
Right.
One way to edit ROMs, which people have been doing for ages, is to use a hex editor. Are you familiar with hex editors? I mean, these things...
Man, I don't have...
Here they are.
My wasted youth right there on the screen.
I used to use a program called Soft Ice, and I used to go in and freeze values for my health and mana with Diablo and stuff like that.
Get online, cause all kinds of trouble.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was not well liked on online. Let's just say that. But as you can see, the hex editor, a lot of text, a lot of garbage. You're searching for strings, not
Who
really
has
an efficient
time
way.
for that madness?
I certainly don't.
Not
I'm a
me
television
either.
darling.
Exactly.
Better tool for ROM hacking is to get a level editor that can modify the game map for whatever ROM you're playing. You know, these are specialized tools because it's not like the Doom engine where, you know, every game based off of it has the same editing tools.
Right, exactly. I mean, people had to come up and create their own editing tools for these ROMs. So, yeah, you can kind of make your own maps and make them all challenging, add crazy stuff. You want Bowser right out of the gate. You want flying fish.
Done.
At your fingertips.
You got it.
It's crazy.
Point and click, folks. And there's another tool that you're going to need as well. I mean, there's one thing to design a level. It's another thing to change the actual graphics or the sprites.
Right.
Or the tiles that appear.
And for that, you'll need a tile editor.
Exactly.
And this will basically put the entire graphics of the game on a screen and let you kind of edit it with a graphics editor, get in there and mess around. Right. Not easy.
Not easy at all.
Not easy at all.
And again, it's pixel art if we're dealing with NES ROM.
And multiple frames of animation, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you'll find that the carts reuse animation a lot, so it can get a little weird. But essentially, at the end of the day, it is possible to edit pretty much any graphical element that you want, and you can completely alter the way the game looks
And
visually.
make it look all kinds of crazy, like we've done here.
And generally horrible as well.
Yeah.
Now the other thing is that it's illegal to distribute these actual hacked ROMs. Like, there's nothing legal about that.
No.
Of course, they found a workaround for it.
Yes.
And that's IPS patch.
Hooray!
Yes, hooray for the hackers. So essentially what you'll do is you'll take your ROM, you'll hack it up any way you want, change the graphics, change the levels, then you'll use IPS to create a patch with just the changes you made off the original ROM.
And that's perfectly safe to distribute.
Perfectly legal. You grab
Very
the original ROM, you grab the IPS patch, you apply them, and bam, you'll have what we're about to show you right now. So we took everything that we learned, gave it to an intern and a monkey, had them plug away, and this is what we have here now.
Are you ready for the magic?
It's Super Kevin Brothers. Get ready for it. Here it is, running off of a very special controller, which we'll talk about later on. But let me get it started up. World 1 of 1. You see, we used the hex editor to change the name of Mario in the corner. Obviously, the first level is looking a little different. Get a little mushroom power right away.
Sure.
Notice the K on the shirt, buddy.
Yeah,
We spared no expense here on Attack of the Show.
It's identical.
He's got
It's
the chin
uncanny.
hair. He's got the chin hair. What's up? Firepower. Oh, wait, hold on. He's down, he's down. And oh no, Sarah Goombas. What are you doing?
Give her the fire.
It's the
Give her the
Sterling
fire.
Goombas. I'm stepping on that woman. No. Get back in the kitchen. That's what I say. And there's a little toad there, a little squid guy. Get some
Squid
coins.
guy? You're not underwater.
We can do whatever we want.
madness.
It's our own ROM. And definitely, oh, did they take out the pipe? Yeah. If you go down the pipe, by the way, if you're downloading this for yourselves, it gets a little trippy. It was late. There was a lot of taurine involved, and it's a dead end, essentially. You'll run into a pipe. So don't go down the pipe.
It's like the Mind Swirl that way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's our own little tribute. Remember, editing your own ROMs, it's tough, but we're going to give you everything you need to do it on our old website. It's attackoftheshow.com. You'll get the links, the hacking how-tos, and, of course, our very own Super Kevin Brothers patch, complete
Very
with
nice.
Sarah Lane.
As soon as I get home, that's what I'm doing, playing it.
You just play right now. Go for it.
All right,
Don't worry
cool.
about it.
All right.
I'll take care of the rest.
I'll just...
Remember that damn good website we mentioned earlier? Well, it's going to be ready after this. Also, we have a look at those bike messenger races. Training wheels are actually not a good idea. On the next Attack of the Show, half wrestling match, half Godzilla movie, we get an insider's look at Kaiju Big Battle. Plus, a free play Friday. No, seriously, that smile of yours is payment enough. And finally, if you think our QuakeCon coverage is going to go out with a whimper, well, you're sorely, sorely mistaken, my friends. That's the next Attack of the Show. Wear loose-fitting pants. If you live in a big city, you know the only difference between a psycho on a bicycle and a bike messenger is a paycheck. So when a few hundred of them gather for street races, both legal and illegal, you can imagine that things get out of hand very fast.
Well, this is the 13th annual Cycle Messenger World Championships.
The basic idea is you build a mini city on a grid. You've got intersections and turns and decisions you have to make as do I go to this checkpoint or this checkpoint? They go different ways.
The bike messengers that are working with the dispatcher are going through the course, basically simulating a workday.
You get a manifest that details pickups and deliveries in what order you have to do them in and what choices you're allowed to make. At each pickup, you'll get sometimes boxes and tubes and envelopes. You got to get your manifest stamped. You have to keep track of everything in your bag. Sometimes 7-8 deliveries in your bag.
This is the stop. We're simulating getting it flat while you're working as a messenger. What we originally wanted to do was just get an ice pick and jam it into everybody's tire, stamp their manifest, and have them fix it themselves. But some of the people thought that might be a little harsh.
Also, there's a bunch of bike thieves around at the moment, so they're stealing bikes, and which is a very simple thing to do. That's how long it takes in New York City to lose your bike. Like that right
Many of the bike messengers here in New York City ride what's called fixed gear bicycles. A fixed gear bicycle is a bicycle without a freewheel. When the wheel is moving, your legs are moving. And when your legs are moving, that wheel is moving, and there's no stopping.
And I'm even like snobby to the point where you got a fixed gear bike with a brake, it's like, it's not really even in my league. Like, you gotta ride, you know, if you're gonna ride a track bike or a fixed gear bike, you ride one without brakes. I mean, that's just like the way it is.
There's a zen-like awareness that you achieve when you're riding a fixed gear bicycle through the streets.
You say the frame is steep. The angles of this tube and this tube are pretty steep, so the bike is short, and that means it corners faster and sharper than regular road bikes do.
It's very dangerous, and people hurt themselves and die as a result of track bikes.
Everyone's going to be able to fill out their manifest. Put your name on it, or you're going to finish, and we're not going to know who the you are.
The bike messenger community is rooted in what's called alley cat races. Alley cat races are bike messenger races that happen in the streets with traffic, with checkpoints.
Snatch your bike and get the out of Dodge. You got a spot to get to, you got to get there the best way you can, however way you can. If it takes you cutting 4 lanes of traffic to get that, then you get that.
Usually they have 5 or 6 checkpoints or 7 checkpoints, and you know, you do various things at the checkpoints or you get something stamped, but they're basically like through traffic, anything goes, like pretty insane. They're the most dangerous and most wild of all the bike races.
These races are definitely not legal. These are illegal, underground bike messenger races.
And here's where it gets even stranger. These guys will smoke weed and actually like ride really hard and do good. Like, it's amazing. They're actually able to balance it too.
I could drink 6 beers more. What? Give me one beer.
This is what it's all about. This is the, you know, to see who's the baddest of the bad, who will make the most craziest moves and survive.
Bike messengers are crazy, dude.
Insanity.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if it's like this down in LA, but in San Francisco, like, I had a guy like punch dents in my car because, you know, it's like they think they own the road, man. Someone has to stop it. That someone, wow, it's me. It's
Whoa!
me.
Whoa! Do you have a cape? You need one.
No,
a mask.
no, I got a baseball bat that I stick out into their spokes while I'm driving.
Oh, no, come on, man. Come on.
Give them the business.
After all the fun I had in San Andreas riding the little bike around the streets, I'm convinced that an extreme bike messenger video game could be fun.
Like Radical Bikers, only better.
Only better.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, let's keep with the insanity. Let's keep it going. How about a damn good website? Smile.
Insanity, huh?
Insanity.
Insanity.
Crazy with the spokey dokies and the baseball cards.
Crazy. You know what else I think is insane?
What, Sarah?
Too many statistics. I'm kind of, you know, I like math, I like statistics, but sometimes statistics can get a little out of control.
Absolutely. 46.9% of them are completely made up.
So anyway, there is a website called iTunesRegistry.com. It is a statistician's wet dream.
Wow.
So what's going on here is I have created an account for myself, and I have imported all of my information from iTunes. How did I do that? Well, through the an XML file. It's really easy. If you're in iTunes, this is on Windows, by the way. If you have a Mac, you have to go to their website.
It's the only way to run it.
That's the only way to run iTunes. Oh, they hate us now. You just go to File, Export Library, and that is the XML file that you will need to import and upload into iTunesRegistry.com later. Okay, so that's how I did it. Right?
Dumps out all the info, all your files, artists, genre, etc.
Info, bitrate information, everything. All the stuff even the iTunes doesn't even bother to tell you because you don't care.
Right.
But it's there. All right, so here's a bunch of my information. You know, I have 97 songs that are classified as alternative and punk, stuff like that. I have 6 songs from the Vines, 9 from the White Stripes, 11 from the Smashing Pumpkins. So it gives me an idea of what I've got going on. Then it'll sort of take an algorithm and say things about what kind of a person I am.
The website judges you?
The website judges me.
You're an emo goth in disguise.
Objectively, of course. Says, I can't determine your favorite genre, but your favorite artist is definitely the Smashing Pumpkins, which is weird since you spend more time listening to the White Stripes.
Wow.
I never knew that about myself.
Now you know.
Yeah. So there's some of that going on, and you know, I got a little tired of that library browser, that sort of thing. I was like, well, I mean, this is kind of iTunes stuff, but what you can do is you can also download a nice configurator widget. So anytime that you're playing something within iTunes, it'll give you a widget of statistics, you versus all the other people who are using iTunes registry, how popular the song that you're playing at any given time is, and just, hovers in the
Your
corner
taste in
like
music
a nice
sucks compared
widget
to
does.
this many amount of people.
Exactly. Nobody likes your song.
Right.
You should die, all that stuff. So, and then you can also, you can go to more of the all around what users are doing. So it's kind of like iTunes, but it's more of like the iTunes registry crowd rather than just the old square iTunes crowd.
Sure. As if we needed to further segregate the geeks.
And we do.
Yeah, we definitely.
We definitely do.
Subcategories of the nerds.
And I could go on with graphs and bars and.
Ooh.
And
wow.
Well, do you like
for the statisticians at home, we better not.
Statistics.
Why'd you have to use that word?
I'm sorry, I spit on you too.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyway, it goes on and on and on. iTunes registry. It's free. It's easy. All you do is have to upload one XML file, and you have more information about yourself and your music taste than you ever dreamed. So if you want the link, get it at attackoftheshow.com. Where the wild things are, Kevin.
Wow.
Wow.
Whoa. Hey.
That's insanity.
There are psychiatrist couches, right? There are plastic-covered couches.
No,
there are even there are even casting couches, Sarah.
I don't think so.
But there's only one Attack of the Show couch, and we'll be there with your emails and your chat questions
I don't know
and your
what you're talking
XML
about.
files and your statisticians and your statistical. Attack of the Show, baby. Attack. We just wanted to mention once again that Jeff and the guys from GameSpot will be co-producing 4 episodes of Cinematech for the Easily Distracted. They'll premiere next Wednesday and Thursday, the 24th and the 25th at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific. Now, children!
I'm sorry.
We're promoting!
These are toys.
Go to GameSpot.com/2005/G4 to find out more. Could you throw a tilde in there next time? And
maybe. We can give you, we were thinking about putting it on a GeoCities site this time just to make it really tough for you.
Couple tildes, a .asp in the end.
Yeah, no, we got a trailer for the 4 episodes up there. It's pretty cool stuff.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And we also want to remind, we also have a winner. Marty wasted no time. He emailed us seconds after we showed the chalice on air, the secret chalice, and correctly identified the profile as Drunk Vader. Marty says he's going to give it to a girl named Megan.
Oh, Megan.
Oh, my gosh.
That's a lie. She can eat cereal out of it. This thing is just about the right size for cereal. It's perfect.
He's not. But if he did, he would probably get lucky, so.
There you go. Give it to her. Congratulations, Marty. We're going to sign it and get it right out to you, aren't we?
What's happening to us?
I don't know. Speak for yourself. Let's take a look at the high scores from each round of our LAN party. There it is, numbers and names.
There we go.
Great. Oh, Ramstein. Little Ramstein fan there. Nice.
No, it's Ramstein.
Du hast. Dynasty triple Baber?
Possible.
Bigot? Who?
Anyway.
Congrats, everybody!
Yeah, all right.
Raise a chalice in honor of our LAN party winners. And of course, thanks to our guest, Valerie Penso. Hi, Valerie.
Hi, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're here all week. And if you didn't get to play this week, go to our website right now and register for next Thursday. Let's do the IRC check. Don't you lose my eye.
Well, I just...
You're breaking... These are collectibles.
All right, you know what? Everybody needs to just chill out.
These are like
first question from...
Why has
EverQuest? Why has EverQuest 2 been treated so poorly?
What? Has it been treated poorly?
By who?
It comes out like right around World of Warcraft.
Its
what do you
people
think's
have been
gonna
persecuted.
happen, Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah. Does it deserve the lack of attention?
I think there's definitely some neat stuff going on. They're expanding it soon, but World of Warcraft definitely kind of took a lot of the people's mind share.
Right. Sarah, you want to ask something else?
Yeah, I do. Striker 10 wants to know, what does AOTS think of the new Doom movie? What do you think about it? I don't know that much about it yet.
I haven't seen it. I've seen bits and pieces.
It's a movie based on a game. It's gonna be crap. You don't even have.
I thought it was gonna be awesome.
No, Jeff,
the
Name a single bad video game movie.
Mortal Kombat 1. The first Mortal Kombat was the only decent one.
All right. Okay. Good. I think we say that was bad. The second one was crap, but the first one was great.
Yeah. First one.
Sub-Zero.
You know what? Let's just end this on a high note and
if that's possible.
Say later.
All right, it's over. See ya. Thanks to
our guests, Tom Briscoe, Robert Dubin, and Valerie Penso.
Oh.
Bye.
Bye.
Pile up.